Hello everyone, my name is Queen Blessing Idigizin, popularly known as Black Queen. I'm a Nollywood actress and a filmmaker. I'm the president and founder of Queen Blessing Foundation and the vice president of Association of Movie Producers Nigeria. This morning, I'm touched in my spirit to talk about this. I talk about this women issue all the time, men issue all the time. As you all know, what I do on my Real Queen Blessing page, and of course, I always post it on my Instagram page for people to see. It's talk about relationship, and people call me from everywhere. And when they call me, they tell me their problems. Some of them I'm able to solve. In fact, most of them I'm able to solve. Few days ago, a man called me. He was crying so bitterly, and his problem was that he loves his woman so much, but she does not appreciate his love. According to him, he came to Nigeria and married this lady and took her abroad. They live in France, and he does two jobs. And when the woman came in, God blessed them, she got pregnant and she had a baby. She got pregnant again, she had a baby. So she's not even worked at all, and she's still trying to learn their language, because you know how it is when you go to most of these Schengen countries. If you don't speak French or whatever it is they speak out there, you won't be able to get a job. So she's been off and on trying to learn their language and all of that, and he's been paying for the tuition and all of that. Now his problem is that the woman is taking advantage of his love. Now he said since he married this lady, almost all the problems the family have in Nigeria, he's the one that is solving it. It's almost like they allowed him to marry this girl because they saw him as a cash cow. And what is even annoying him is not the fact that he's doing these things. That he try his best, that even sometimes he won't even send his own family things, but he will send to the wife's family. And that what is annoying him is the fact that the wife does not even know how to say thank you. You remember in a video I made, inside this month, I talked about the need for us to learn how to say thank you, please, and sorry. These are the three most important things we need in living. Now his problem is that the wife cannot even say thank you. That sometimes when he send money to the mother in Nigeria or the brothers in Nigeria, or pay their fees or something like that, and comes back to say, I just did so thing, no, I send your mom money, can you call her to find out if she has received the money? This is the teller. That the woman will just look at the teller and say, here, what is this? Why will you send such a small amount? This is too small. How do you think they will survive with such an amount? That what, even if the amount is small, that at least you should encourage him by saying, oh, my husband, thank you so much, but I think we should have done better. This money will not be enough. There's a way you say it that even if is to go and borrow, the person will even be encouraged. And I told him, I said, yes, you're right in everything that you have just said. If this is exactly what has been happening to you, you are correct, and it's enough to pain you, and it's enough for you to be angry. But I want you to sit her down and talk to her. He said he has done that. He has sat her down to say, the way we are in this relationship, it's like it's one-sided. It's like you don't even love me. It's like they force you. It's like the only reason you married me was to come abroad, and that he's tired of the relationship and he wants to call it quits. And I said, okay, is it possible for me to talk to your wife? Let me talk to her and see, maybe from a woman's point of view, maybe she would understand me. And lo and behold, the man agreed, and yesterday they put me on a conference call. What that woman said yesterday left me speechless. So the man said, oh, honey, I told you about this lady I've been following on social media. I've been, since you are not listening to me, I spoke to her about our problem, and she said she would like to talk to you. And the man put me on speaker. And I'm like, oh, hi, madam, how are you doing? How is France? Hope you're keeping well. How are the kids? And she said, fine. I said, okay, so your husband is worried that you don't know how to say thank you, and that he's tired of carrying your family. And I said to her, I said, look, madam, I don't want you to allow your family to come in and destroy your own family. Whether you like it or not, your immediate family is your husband, yourself, and your children. Now, your mother and your father are your responsibility. Now, if your husband decide to help you out with those things because you are now his responsibility, you should be able to at least say thank you. Now, your brothers, they have their life. Yes, you can help them, but it is when you have enough, when you have finished feeding your own children, because your children are your own direct responsibilities. You cannot use the money meant for your children to take care of your siblings and allow your children to starve. It's not done. Can you at least pay more attention to your immediate family, which are you, your children, and your husband, and then whatever is left you can now extend. And what you can also do moving forward is to try to set them up in businesses. That way they will stop depending on you guys monthly. Trust me when I say, when people depend on you every month, it's tiring, it's exhausting, because sometimes that month the money you are expecting might not even come. You might even have some other challenges you need to put money into. So but if you set up your siblings, maybe the ones that are going to school, you know that okay, you have to pay school fees, and then you have to tell them to learn a trade so that they can also support in this school fees. And then your mother is not old, according to you, she can start something, selling something in front of the house. I mean, that way they can't depend on only you. If they put all the problem, okay, before your husband married you, who was paying the bills? You, at least there was a way you guys were paying those bills. You guys can still continue paying those bills like that even now that you're married. Then you can also support. But when they put the whole pressure on you, I mean, you know, I thought I was talking to a human being. She kept quiet and was listening. I thought I was talking to a human being. And then the next thing she asked me, say, you don't finish. I said, well, for now, this is what I can advise, because your husband is already threatening he wants to divorce. And I'm thinking, if you can manage this, divorce is not the solution. But the man is already tired. He's doing 2 jobs. You are not doing anything. The only thing you do is to take care of the children at home, which is a job. Don't get me wrong, which is a job, because you need, even if you want to get a nanny, obviously I'm sure your husband cannot even afford a nanny abroad. So it's a job that you're doing. But the man goes out every day, does 2 jobs, even do nights and all of that, and then he's not even paying attention to his own parents. And I faulted the man. I said, look, you're very stupid. How can a woman bring you to this world, train you, send you abroad, and you have started making money? You have now neglected your mother and your father. You are not taking care of only your husband, your wife's parents. That you are shameless. I told him straight off. I said, I'm sorry to sound this harsh, because I have a son too. And if tomorrow he gets married and decide to neglect me and take care of only the wife's parent, I will not be happy about it. If it is 1 naira you have to give to her parent, and it's only that 1 naira you have, why don't you split it? Give the parent 50 kobo and give your own parent 50 kobo. Yes, that is the truth. Because your parent, they have only you. Now her own parent has you and her. So you are not even supposed to give them 50 kobo. You're supposed to give your parents 70 kobo and give her own parent 30 kobo. Let her figure out how she can also get another small change to add to what you are giving, because the parents are her responsibility. She is yours, which is why you are helping her take care of her parent, which I am not faulting. And the man just said, you know, it's just because of peace to reign. She'll be nagging, she'll be shouting. 2 weeks ago, I sent 200 euros to the mother. She said she wanted to do, they were doing something meeting, and she wanted to pay, she's owing levies and all of that. She calculated the money. He said it was about 100,000 or something, that she sent 200 euros to the woman, and that they brought the receipt to the wife, and the wife just looked at it and said, so because she told you she needs 100 and something thousand, you now send only 200 euros. Okay, so after solving that problem, you mean they will not eat at home? I mean, and the woman just said to me, have you finished, madam? I said, yes, well, for now. And she said, you know, the problem with you people in Nigeria is that you don't mind your business. That's exactly what she told me. He said, you don't mind your business. Now, wetin be your own inside this matter? Where you dey tell my husband, say, you want talk to me, this one, that one. If you want divorce me, make it divorce me. This one, a marriage. That's exactly what she said. At this point, I just told the man, I said, Oga, at this point, I would like to respect myself and go off the phone. Because I'm a short-tempered person, and the way I control my temper is that when people are doing things, I just keep them quiet. So the best thing is for me to just withdraw this call now and just mind my business, just as the woman advised. After all, if the marriage crash, no be my marriage. I'm only here to help, and I've already given you my own 2 cents or 2 kobo advice. If you want to take it, take it. I'm thinking if you have done all the best things you can do, you've spoken to your pastor to talk to her, you've even, I mean, the parents cannot even help you because the parents are the ones pushing her to keep milking you. So you cannot even talk to the parent to talk to her. That is a no-no. What you can do is to stand your grounds. You are the man. You don't have money, you don't have money. That's it. Anybody can jump into the lagoon or hang transformer. And then if she feels that because you are no longer taking care of her siblings and her parents and all that, she wants to walk out of the marriage, then that's her own wahala. Trust me when I say if you stand your ground, she will buckle up and she will start respecting you. How can you not respect a man that gives you money? And women, we do these things a lot. When men fall in love with us or when men love us, we take it for granted. Yes, we have a lot of useless men out there. So we also have a lot of good men out there. I've been in and out of bad relationships. I keep saying this in videos. But I have, right now in the last 8 years, I've had a man who loves me beyond words, who put me first in everything. And trust me when I say I don't take his love for granted. And I don't see him as a fool. I don't see him as my mad guy. I don't see him as my cash cow. I see him as an angel sent to me by God Almighty himself. And I respect him so much. Even if he gives me a kobo, I tell him thank you. Like I keep saying, even if it's face to face, I'll tell him thank you. I will still send a message to say thank you. When he calls me, I will still say thank you. Anytime he sends anything to my parents, I tell him thank you because it is not my right. It's a privilege. We need to understand that. Yes, it's my right for him to take care of me as his woman, if he has. But it's not my right for him to look after my parents. If he wants to look after my parents, then it's a privilege. Then you thank God for giving you such an amazing human being. Not now, you can't demand for it. It's not your right. You know, so for me, each time my man does these things for me, I tell him thank you, and I keep saying, you know, I call him my sugar. I call him my king. I call him my Prince Charming. There's no name I've not given him. Which is why each time he does these things for me, he tells himself, yes, I'm doing it for the right woman. You can't come and take a man's love for granted. There are no plenty men that are good out there. Then the little ones that are good, some of these useless women are turning them into something else. Then tomorrow now, the man will now maybe divorce you, meet another woman who is fantastic. He will now transfer the aggression, that the things you did to him. He will now use that same eye and be looking at that woman that is good. He will now transfer all the frustration to that woman's head. If you don't want to maintain your marriage, you will lose it. That is the truth. Please, you women, stop thinking that when a man loves you, that is a stupid person. Or some of you will even go and do juju and the man will love you, think it's the juju that is working. It not be juju. If you start misbehaving, that love will expire. So let's not get it twisted. Don't mistake love for weakness. That a man loves you doesn't mean he's weak. So if you don't treat him right, that love will automatically turn sour. And then you start shouting from pillar to post and start looking for witches that are disturbing you from the village. Witches have even seen something, they don't suffer. Even devil don't suffer. Anything will happen na devil. Anything will happen na devil. Poor man where God pursue from heaven come down. In fact, if say there any place there where if or go, if or don't go. And again, I did a video, I think I talked about this Choma girl that was talking about how she's repenting or whatever. Then gave us only one name instead of her to give us all the name. Somebody was saying, why am I speaking broken English? I beg, broken English na my language. You hear me? So broken English na my language. Oyibo wey they speak na borrowed language, we learn am. Why will I not be proud of my own broken English and be proud of Oyibo language? Is it because I'm an international celebrity? When Oyibo people, they use our broken English make money, then me, Queen Blessing, can't leave my broken English. See, if I make video, when I feel like it, I could switch. When I don't, I speak the whole English from beginning to the end. And when I feel like it, like I said, I could switch, which is what I did in that video. And I will always do it. Anybody when no like say I speak broken English, they can go hang transformer. I can't help your case. Make I can't go. Time don't go.